You're lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yes.
Not the beat.
I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
I used to love Doggy Chow too.
You can't piss on hospitality. I won't allow it.
How did you know? I love this song.
I am Porco. I take care of the plate while the master is away.
Welcome to Everyone's Critic, a show where a guest picks a movie rated below 40% on Rotten Tomatoes and tells us why critics got it wrong. I'm your host, Nic Cage, a formerly pretentious film school student, 10 years later sees the error of his ways. My guest today is a comedian and podcast legend who you may know from shows such as Trash Future, Glue Factory, or from his many viral tweets. It's Milo Edwards.
Hello, good to be here.
How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm all right. You know, I'm ploughing on.
You've just come back.
Yeah.
You've just come back from Edinburgh, haven't you? So like, it's also weird to talk to this about you because I I literally work for you. So like, it's a bit of a weird situation where I know you enough that like
You see the unvarnished version of me, which actually the viewers are getting right now. I should clarify, I don't normally wear a Huel t-shirt. I'm going to the gym. I haven't showered yet today because I'm going to the gym. And I kind of forgot that this was a video podcast. So there you go.
Yeah, I probably should have reminded you.
You're confronted with that, and I'm sorry.
Like it's only recently been a video one in the last like year. So like people are still getting used to it. Like
Yeah.
and like it used to be a thing of like I would record over Zoom as well, and like like the video would never see the light of day.
Well, because the thing is, I've been recording podcasts for years, looking
Exactly.
like absolute shit, and no one knew about it. But now I'm suddenly like, oh fuck, I've got to like actually get dressed properly before I do this podcast. Nightmare.
It is a thing I've talked about with like other Trash Future people as well. Like now we're like considering like moving into the video sphere. Like it's a thing of like, oh, now we have to actually focus on what we're doing.
100%. It's a nightmare. Yeah. Suddenly you've got to be thinking about how you look.
Did you like how long were you Trash Future? Well, before Glue Factory, how long was it?
How long have we done?
Yeah, how long was Trash Future going before Glue Factory became a thing?
We started Trash Future in July 2017.
Yeah.
So, and we started Goody Factory, I want to say, in 2024.
Oh, so it's been years then.
Yeah, a really long time. We might potentially have recorded some Glue Factory in 2023, but I don't think any of it was released until 2024.
Yeah.
I can't really remember.
I mean, yeah, I was more just like getting a general idea of like how many.
Yeah. Oh no, Trash Future has been going for years.
I know it's been going a long time, but yeah.
Since like before everyone had a podcast.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Like,
yeah. Which might be part of the secret to its success. You just start a podcast when not everyone has a podcast.
Yeah. I mean, that was the other thing. It's like I started this in 2020. Yeah, 2020 actually.
Right, okay.
So it's been going a long time, and then like, yeah, it took a break.
Mm.
It did take it like, and now it's come back, but like it took a break for about a year and a half.
Right, okay, yeah.
But now it's like I'm like moving forward again because like, but it's weird moving forward with video.
Yeah.
And not having done that before.
Yeah. It's a lot more intense.
Yeah.
But
now also like the whole thing of like everything has changed in the general like what people want out of podcasts as well. I feel like now people want video, whereas like before.
Yeah. I think they do. I think people do want video, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the algorithm wants video.
Oh, the algorithm definitely wants video.
The extent to which people actually want video, I don't know. Do you want it? Is this doing it for you?
Yeah, if you like,
is the Huel t-shirt doing it for you, viewer of this? Are you even viewing it, or are you just listening to the audio?
Actually, yeah, do comment if like which version are you taking this in? Like, are you a video or audio?
I reckon 90% of people are still just audio.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Because it's the point of a podcast is you listen to it while you're doing something else, surely. Who has the time? Who has the time, man?
Actually, looking at the listenership and the viewers, it is 90% audio still.
Yeah, I think so.
But that could just be because of my subscribers. But yeah, so you've just come back from Edinburgh. You had, was it a week there? You were doing a week of shows, or?
Yeah, I did. Well, it ended up being slightly weird. So I was supposed to do 5 shows over 5 days
Yeah.
from like the 31st to the 4th.
Yeah.
But then I ended up adding an extra show on the 4th, and then I ended up adding 2 extra shows on the 8th and 9th. So I ended up doing sort of like 8 shows over the course of a bit more than a week, but there were lots of days where I didn't do shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I mean, doing a work in progress at the Fringe, I can't recommend it enough. It's just
Yeah.
like there's no pressure.
That's exactly what it is. It's like taking the pressure off of like doing a whole run and being like perfect with it.
Yeah, like the shows were all sold out.
Yeah,
Everyone
great.
was having a great time. I didn't give a fuck. The audiences didn't give a fuck. Everyone else was really stressed. A comedian came out on my show and just said, "You bastard," to me, which is exactly the reaction that you want. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
great.
of course.
I mean, huge respect to everyone doing a full run, but that'll be me again next year probably. But this year, I'm smug.
Yeah, isn't this the first year that you haven't done a full run?
Yeah, I did 4 back-to-back solo hours, apart from the 2 COVID years.
Yeah.
Which, like, yeah, I mean, it was time. It was time to not do it.
I mean, yeah, you have to take a break sometime. Like,
100%.
I think there's, I think maybe David O'Doherty is like the only one that I've seen that's done like has never stopped doing a run.
Yeah, I think Pierre has done 11 back-to-back solo hours.
Wow.
Which is mad. He's 2 years older than me. It's mad. He just took a solo hour up in like fucking 2011 or something. He was just like, yep, whatever, I'll just do it. Or 2014, something like
Yeah,
that.
there's something funny about like people going for like they're just going and doing an hour the first time and just like not knowing any different.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think the comedy world is like, it's very infantilizing.
Yeah.
And I think it like encourages people to like, oh, you're not ready to debut yet or whatever. Whereas like it's so bizarrely narcissistic because it's like, oh well, obviously when I debut, I'll be in the running for best newcomer, and it's like the idea that like something like best newcomer isn't a sham.
Yeah.
Is like
of course, yeah.
And so then like it's like, well, you might as well just debut and just actually get good at stand up.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is kind of what I did basically.
I do notice the other thing I notice about it is like people will take 5 years to debut or 6 years to debut, and then they will come back the next year with another show. And it's just like, you've spent so long on this debut hour, and then you've like immediately come back with another show. It's like, that it did the debut, like the newcomer stuff did not matter.
Yeah. Well, and also like you have to do it. Like I think once you've got a bit of momentum, like you have to like. I think I stopped at the right time, but I don't think I could have stopped before that. I think you've got to like, if you've got like shows and you're like building an audience, you got to keep. And I think also like doing the work in progress this year was important because like the hardcore fans were like, oh, he's here, and they turned up. So yeah,
I mean, you
don't
have
know.
to have
It's a treadmill.
You have to have some kind of like keeping going, but you can't.
And the content business is the same. It's just constant. You just got to be
constant turnover.
You got to keep posting.
Yeah.
You got to keep posting.
I'm seeing things on TikTok now where they're like, you got to post 3 times a day, and like, how would you ever do that?
You've got to be like a Mormon or something. I don't know. They're all mad.
Yeah.
People who are like, you have to be prepared to sacrifice your brain to the TikTok algorithm, and I won't. I refuse. I can't. I can't. I just can't do it.
I think Instagram would like punish you if you tried to post 3 times a day.
Probably, yeah. They do work slightly differently, but I think Instagram also wants you to post a lot, and I don't know. I didn't get into this business to be posting.
No.
Certainly not on Instagram or TikTok. Like I used to like tweeting, but
Yeah, tweeting is fun to like. Well, it used to be at least. Like,
I know. R.I.P.
yeah. But you're one of the only people that's actually like still like kind of prolific on it with that kind of stuff, and like you're kind of still doing it to numbers at least.
Yeah, somewhat. I mean, I think now, like Twitter back in the day, it used to be like, I have quite a big Twitter account, so you'd post something that's like a sort of, a mid straight down the line Milo Edwards tweet, and it would get like 500-600 likes.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's like everything gets either like 70 likes or 10,000 likes. Like there's like the middle range is like gone. Like there's no, and I don't know what Elon Musk has done with Twitter. It's bizarre.
Mine's gone to like 1 to 2 likes or like 20,000. There's like no in between there.
Right. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
that's a really weird one where I'm like, I will get nothing or a lot. And
it's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's still all right for like promoting stuff, I guess, although I don't really know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's hope so, because I got a tour to sell.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of, like, do you want to talk about the tour a little bit? Do you want to, like...
Come see my tour. I'm doing the show's called How Revolting, Sorry to Offend. It's about the British class system.
Yeah.
It's probably the most controversial show I've ever done. It's just so funny. It's just like
it's like, you talking about how everyone upper class is better.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just you're like, yeah, I can just you definitely you do it in some rooms and you're just like the whole show is like middle class arsehole tightening.
Yeah.
And it's because I'm talking about being middle class basically, but like the difference between, like, I don't know, I think I'm from like a pretty average middle class background and I read to people as posh. And so I'm kind of talking about that. And I think I talk a lot about like, yeah, basically sort of Oxbridge and how going to Oxbridge doesn't make you posh.
Yeah.
But obviously a lot of people don't want to hear that.
But
So
maybe
yeah.
you guys do.
But there's a lot of jokes in the show. It's a very funny show.
Yeah.
I think it's good. But yeah, sometimes it was so funny doing it in Australia where just like no one gave a fuck because it's like alien to them. And I'm like, oh, it's like so much safer here. It's like doing it in Switzerland.
And you did it for a full month there as well, didn't you?
Yeah. I was at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. So this is my Edinburgh show from last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going on to September, October, November, and one Birmingham date in February. Because that's when they gave me. So sorry, people of Birmingham, you'll have to wait until 2026.
That's actually very funny considering.
Yeah. I think the people of Birmingham are used to getting things a little bit late. Let my show be no exception. Birmingham, the most slept on city in the UK.
What was it you were talking about yesterday actually on Glue Factory? You were talking about where was it? It was Manchester. You were talking about like how you were like, oh no, they don't get things late. They still get things on time. Like they still understand things.
Yeah. It's like well, I was talking about the like that act of like when people do that thing about like, oh, I'm so northern, I don't know what a croissant is or whatever, and it's like I just don't believe it because like they sell them in Morrison's.
Exactly.
Like I just don't like, it's not like the north is not some like third world country where like can you still say third world country, developing country? I don't know. Like it's like they just have all of the stuff up there that we have down here. It sort of it feels like everyone's like living in this Peter Kay bit in their own head that just isn't real. But I do think that people ignore the existence of Birmingham a lot. But I don't. I go there. I don't know why I'm saying this down the camera.
You go there late, but you go there.
Yeah. I do go there. Because second city of the UK. No one ever goes there.
That is true.
No one ever mentions it. People talk about Manchester. Manchester, not even in the top 5.
Is it not?
No.
I see. This is all stuff I don't know.
I think Sheffield and Leeds are 3rd and 4th.
Interesting.
And again, cities that people don't talk about that much.
No, I don't think I've ever talked about Sheffield.
Yeah.
Sorry to Sheffield, but
I think it might be Glasgow after that. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, Manchester's like not especially big.
Yeah.
There you go. This is me. I'm just here dropping UK human geography facts.
Well, okay, so let's actually move on then, because we don't have like, I know we don't have a huge amount of time, but like let's talk about what you actually came here to talk about, which is the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. Which
Gone in 60 Seconds, a documentary about my sex life. Yeah.
I gave you I sent you a list of like movies, and you just like looked at it and you went, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Immediately, yeah, it leapt out at me. Do you know what? Because I'd had the idea before, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that is a movie that people hate that I do weirdly love, and then it was on the list, and I was like, perfect, this is destiny. I try not to argue with the fates, when they present me with an obvious choice. So yeah.
Well, so what is your like background and like history with this movie then? Like, what do you remember when you first saw it? Do you remember like anything about?
Yeah, I feel like my we had Sky Movies when I was a kid, and I feel like it was on.
Oh, it was on all the time. I remember.
Yeah. It was on constantly, and I was that kind of. I think, when did it come out? Like 2000.
Literally 2000.
So yeah, I would have been
9th of July 2000 is.
Yeah,
9th of June 2000.
Yeah, so I would have been 7.
Wow.
So it was like the perfect.
No.
Yeah, it's the perfect age for like. It's the sort of movie where, and I think Speed also fell into this category for me.
Oh yeah.
Of like movie that like feels a bit too grown up for you, but your parents don't actually give a fuck because it's fundamentally harmless. So like there were quite a few movies like that where I'd be like, I'm getting away with watching this.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was definitely like that for me. Yeah, I feel like Nicolas Cage has had like a renaissance in recent years.
I feel like he's constantly having them though.
Yeah. Well, just in that, like, I think people have embraced the fact that Nicolas Cage is a weird guy who acts in a weird way.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was at uni, there was like this hugely viral video that we were obsessed with called Nicolas Cage losing his shit.
Yeah.
And it was like a super cut of just him just going mad in movies.
I vaguely remember a video like that, so maybe I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
Was it like a viral one that like?
Yeah, it was like old, like kind of like almost like YouTube poop type stuff.
Yeah,
where he's
yeah.
just like it's just like a super cut of him like yelling like I know the bees now,
Yeah.
like all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
It's part of the intro of this show.
Oh, is it? Okay, yeah. Well, there you go. But yeah, and I think it's a pretty serviceable action movie.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of surprisingly decent performances in it. I quite like Delroy Lindo as
Yeah.
the
I think he's great in everything.
hard-bitten detective.
I think
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
always great in stuff. But like the weird thing is, I say the weird thing. I guess it's not that weird when we say it's like there's great performances in this to an extent. There's 3 Oscar winners in this movie.
Yeah.
And they'd all won Oscars prior to this movie.
Yeah, the cast is kind of crazy. Like Angelina Jolie, isn't
Yeah.
it? Vinnie Jones, Timothy Oliphant in the most forgettable role I think he's ever done.
Yeah, it took me a second to place him as well because he looks so young.
Yeah, and fucking is it what's his name? The guy, the old guy, the mechanic, who's like his mentor.
Oh, Robert Duvall.
Robert Duvall.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the
That's
fucking
one of the Oscar
Godfather.
winners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. Fucking mad. So
It's weird. It's Giovanni Ribisi's also in it.
Right, yeah, as the little brother.
And then we got to bring up Christopher Eccleston as the villain,
Yeah, of course.
doing a
I love
Lancashire
wood.
accent.
I fucking love wood. I like making things out of wood. It's warm, it's clean. I made this coffin for you, you bastard. It's so weird.
Yeah,
Because American action movies love having British villains, but they're normally like posh and menacing, and they're
well,
like,
he said like he chose to do the Lancashire accent because it's either a posh villain as when they're British, or they got a Cockney accent, and he didn't want to do either.
yeah.
He was like, I'm going to do my own accent.
But also his name is Raymond Calitri, which is like the least British name I can think of. That guy is like, hey, whoa, fucking, I run a breaker's yard.
Yeah. It's also so weird to like have him like I guess like what was he doing prior to like he wasn't a big star prior to this, was he? Like I feel like he wasn't.
No, I'm trying to think what he'd even been in.
So like to have that clout to be,
he was Doctor Who not that long after that.
yeah, is
which
that
was
like
sort of
5,
big-
6
big
years
break.
after
Yeah.
this, but like he like I remember him in like this like oh god, what is it even called? I gotta find. He was in this like BBC film
Right.
about like where is he now? It's like he's so far down the cast list as well that like
I can't believe that he wasn't in the first 3 people that I named. I mean, an iconic.
yeah,
role
I would
for
have thought I
Christopher
was expecting
Eccleston.
you to bring him up
Yeah,
first,
yeah,
to be
yeah.
honest. Like he let him have it. Have you ever seen this?
No.
So it's like this. So they showed it to us at school, basically, because it's all to do with like might not even be BBC actually.
Oh, is it about Derek Bentley?
Yes,
Right,
about Derek
yeah,
Bentley, and it's all to do with like the language of English and like what does let him have it actually mean? Does it mean like a gunshot, or does it mean like let him have the gun?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So they were taking an English language perspective
Yeah,
on
literally,
the,
that's
time that we hung a mentally subnormal man.
Literally.
What's really important here is the linguistics of the case.
That's what they showed it to us in our in like GCSE English, and they were like, you need to watch this to understand like what it actually means. Like,
Incredible.
but that's like one of the first performances of his, like literally like a year into his career.
Yeah. Wow.
But they
okay.
showed, so that's 9 years before he was in, I guess, yeah, he wasn't in, he was in
Okay.
barely anything. He was in Shallow Grave, he was in Elizabeth,
Oh, right. Yeah.
and then Gone in 60 Seconds. It was like he really didn't have like a big career before this. So it was
I
like,
can't believe they let him do the Lancashire
Exactly,
accent.
like-
That's so funny.
but he's like notorious.
'Cause he's like at the time he's like nobody.
Yeah.
It's like an American film made by Americans, and he's
Yeah.
like, right, get this.
It's also a remake as well.
Oh yeah, of course. There's like a 70s original.
I think even
right?
60. I think it's even 60s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've not seen the original.
I've not seen the
sadly.
original either. But also, another British cast member, Vinnie Jones,
Oh yeah, I
in his
mentioned,
third
yeah,
ever
yeah.
performance.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, because he's not long. I mean, he was playing football in like '96 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's not long out of grabbing fucking Gaz's nuts.
Yeah. he went from Lock, Stock to Snatch to this. But
Yeah,
then in
yeah.
this, he has like one one line.
Yeah,
at the
because
end
they
of the
don't let
film.
him speak. They're like, this guy, no one's going to understand a word he fucking says. We're
Yeah,
gonna...
no one's gonna understand him, but give Christopher Eccleston, let him have his Lancashire accent as the villain.
Yeah, so Vinnie Jones's character is called Sphinx, and he doesn't speak.
Yeah.
And then at the end, it
How
turns
do
out
you
that
remember these names?
He could just speak the whole time. I've seen this movie so many times.
How many times have you seen this movie?
I reckon it's got to be at least 10.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of times.
That's
I
a lot of times for
rewatched
like
it.
someone who I would say is also like not that attached to it.
Yeah. I rewatched it not that long ago.
Okay.
I think it's like it has like a nostalgia element of it
Yeah.
to me. I had to explain it to someone the other day because we were talking about like the Ford Shelby Mustang.
Yeah.
And then I was like the original one, and then I was like Eleanor.
Eleanor, yeah.
And then I had to explain this whole, and I was like, how do you like the plot of the movie makes no sense.
The plot of the movie's it's insane. Like, do you want to give an overview of the plot?
Okay, so you start off Giovanni Ribisi, Kip Raines, is stealing Porsches.
Again, like the names.
Yeah, the names.
The names are insane.
Yeah, Giovanni Ribisi is stealing Porsches from a garage, with like sort of with sassy black sidekick. Which is such a powerful archetype of movies of this era.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of like I was watching it and like I can't believe how many of these movies like had this kind of archetype.
Yeah, there's that bit in Not Another Teen Movie where a guy says, "I'm the token black guy. I'm here to say stuff like damn shit and that is whack," and that is very much this guy.
That's exactly this guy.
Which is funny because there's actually quite a lot of like good black characters in the movie, but for one reason, this one character is like incredibly two-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like whatever. Anyway, and then so he. Basically, they have some like they can't get into the dealership, and so he just gets a brick out of the back of his car and like smashes the window.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, "If that's your idea, we may as well call prison and make reservations."
Yeah.
Why is that stuck in my head?
Which you quoted to me like before. This is like a line that you remembered.
Yeah. Anyway, basically, they get followed by the cops, and the cops like raid their warehouse with all of their stolen cars in it. Which they're stealing all the cars for Raymond Calitri.
Yeah.
Raymond fucking Calitri. Listen, I love wood. It's warm. It's clean. But I hate you. I'm going to fucking kill you. Manchester. Like, anyway, so, and then basically, it turns out that his older brother, Nicolas Cage, is like.
Do you want to give his name? Because Kip Raines isn't even the weirdest name of the two of them.
Randolph?
Memphis.
Fuck. Yeah.
It might be Randolph. It might be Randolph Memphis Raines, but it's listed as Memphis Raines.
Memphis Raines. Yeah, Memphis Raines. So anyway,
why would you have a normal?
he's like retired car thief extraordinaire. He told his brother not to go into the car thieving business.
He's working at it looks like a go-kart ring or something.
Yeah. He's like running go-karting for kids. He's like, I promised our mom I wouldn't let you go in the car steal. Yeah. And so then he's like, well, I'm going to fucking kill your brother if you don't fucking steal 50 cars in one night. And so basically he's like, okay, I have to steal 50 cars in one night. Or as they keep saying, boost 50 cars in one night.
Because this is 2000 and you have to talk like that.
Yeah, you have to use like a cool word, like a word that no one's ever said before for some reason.
It's also like filled with electronic music the whole time, and like which is such a vibe of the time.
There's so many like what is it, that song that you use, Lowrider?
Oh yeah,
like that kind of like 70s one, and then there's a lot of mad. There's Moby is in it a lot.
Yeah, that's what I mean by like electronic. Like it's that Moby kind of vibe of it though.
Yeah, it feels very. It's got a similar soundtrack to like the Bourne movies.
Yeah.
Despite having a very different tone. And so he's like, I have to assemble my elite crew of. It's kind of like the Blues Brothers. He has to go around to all these people who just have ordinary jobs now and be like, do you want to steal cars again? And they're like, well, not really. And then he's like, come on. And they're like, all right then.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also like it feels like, because this also came out a year before Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
And it feels like its predecessor in many ways.
But it's so much better. I fucking hate the Fast and the Furious. They're so bad.
Oh, that's interesting. I think that's unexpected. Well,
Yeah,
It's unexpected
actually,
in
like
many ways.
The first 2 or maybe 3 are acceptable.
This is what I was about to say to you, because I feel like the first 2 or 3 are about cars. And
Yeah,
then it
yeah,
moves
yeah,
on,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
it becomes no longer about cars, and that's when
It becomes insane. Yeah, well, I think even 3 is insane, but
3
it's
is
like
insane,
it's
but
kind
yeah.
of insane in like an entertaining way.
3, yeah.
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, I've got. There's an upcoming. There's a spoiler alert, but like there's an upcoming episode about that coming out in the next couple of months. So like, be ready for that.
What I
one.
will say about Tokyo Drift is it has changed the way people speak forever.
Yeah.
And also Too Fast, Too Furious has changed the way people speak forever. Because like, yeah, you can't have a second thing without people being like, too whatever,
Yeah.
too whatever.
It used to be. Do you remember? Like, I don't know if you've even know. You might not even be aware of this, but like, there was a thing in the 80s. So there was a film called Breaking, which is about breakdancing,
Right.
and then there was there's a sequel. Really, really bad sequel, and it was called Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Oh, right. Yeah. And everyone says
And
that.
then
now,
that became the 2.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But then Too Fast, Too Furious took over.
Yeah, because there's something, it's so simple yet so absurd.
Yeah.
And also Tokyo Drift. Saying anything 3 is Tokyo Drift will never stop being funny.
And anytime you talk about drifting, it's got to be Tokyo drifting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. King Charles III, Tokyo Drift. Hilarious. Yeah, exactly. It's perfect.
That's great.
But yeah, and so
Yeah.
yeah, then he assembles the team. They have to steal all these cars in one night. There are various cars they have difficulty with. There are these like local gangsters who are after him who
Yeah.
hate him for some reason.
Yeah.
Where they have to like run away from them while they're like firing at them with shotguns. There's a bit where like
It's so inconsequential to the film.
yeah, there's a bit where him and Angelina Jolie like fuck in the front seat of like I think it's a Lamborghini.
They're about to fuck.
or a Pagani or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
But
yeah,
they all they use is like car language.
yeah, it's very weird. It's very strange. Yeah, there's like but then the animating thing is like there's this one car, the Ford Shelby Mustang GT, that he's tried to steal so many times and he always fucks it up.
Yeah.
And it's like the hardest one to track down because it's so old and rare, and then they track one down, and then obviously it's the last car that he steals.
Yeah.
Huge chase ensues. He ends up like jumping it over like fucking 50 ambulances or
Yeah.
whatever because there's a pile up on a bridge. The car has NOS in it for some reason.
Again, predecessor to Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, which is not a feature of this movie, NOS.
No, it's not.
It's not that type of movie.
No.
And also, I'm like, now looking back on this, knowing a lot more about cars than I did when I was 7, I was like, surely you couldn't use NOS in a car that old. You just
Yeah.
blow the engine.
It's like a
that
car
would
from
be-
the 60s, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, it's also funny because it's like, oh, wow, this car. And it's like the most epic chase. And it's like, that has to be the slowest car they've stolen. The whole, like 0 to 60 and eventually, like, yeah.
I got to find the there's a whole list of the cars somewhere. Like I saw.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what
Oh,
other.
here it is.
There's a Hummer they steal, which has the number plate Snake, and then
Yeah, a Hummer H1.
yeah,
Which means again, these cars mean nothing to me. I'm not a car person in the slightest.
the
so,
H1
like,
is the really big one.
Okay.
It's the biggest one. Yeah, and it's like and there's a snake in it, and they all start.
Yeah.
Well, there's the thinly drawn black character from earlier in the
Yeah.
movie is like freaking out
Yeah.
in the manner that you would expect from thinly drawn black character.
Yeah,
And then Vinnie Jones just like throws it out of the window.
yeah.
Um,
With no, saying nothing
yeah.
because he's the hard man. There's also funny when Vinnie Jones is introduced because he's like, basically Nicolas Cage is getting beaten up by like 5-6 guys. Vinnie Jones walks up, blows up 3 cars, and just beats them all up one at a time. And it's just like,
Yeah.
it's like, of all the people, of course it's Vinnie Jones, and like, of course he's like, this is what he wants. This is all he ever wants to do in a movie.
Yeah.
He's very much like, I've never seen him do anything else.
Well, I think also like he can't do anything else. I think he's so
Yeah.
like that's what Vinnie Jones is there for.
But that's
like,
what I
whether
mean. He's been
likes
so
it or not.
typecast.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
person.
But that's also like what he was like on the football pitch. So
Oh,
he's
yeah,
just like
absolutely.
transferred that straight into. He should have grabbed one of them by the nuts. But
it
yeah,
would have been nothing to anyone outside of England.
yeah. You've got like Delroy Lindo absolutely chewing the scenery
Yeah.
as the detective.
Yeah, he's so good in everything. Delroy Lindo. I think he's such a great actor, and I think like he'll appear in like these kind of movies and just like take over the whole film. Like he's that kind of person. He just, like you said, he's chewing the scenery, but like he's so good.
Yeah. What else has he been in?
He's in.
Other than the incredible Fox News debate clip.
I forgot about that, which people believe is a real thing.
What?
That's not a real. That's from a film
Oh, is it
or a
from
TV
film?
show. Yeah.
Oh,
it's not a
okay.
real, there you go.
Oh, there you go.
It's
Well,
not
I
a
was
real.
fooled.
It's not a real thing.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah.
from yeah.
If you haven't seen the clip, it's like Delroy Lindo. And what I've now just learned is a mock-up Fox News debate, and then he's like,
Yeah, 'cause it's
they're
not
arguing about whether they should be able to say the N-word, and he just goes, "Say it then,
Yeah.
just say it." What is that from?
It's from The Good Fight. Yeah, it's from The Good Fight. Which is a TV show from 2017.
Oh, okay. Based on the name, it sounds bad. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's about Christine Baranski. Oh, it looks like it's a spin-off of something.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's a spin-off of The Good Wife, which makes sense.
Oh, right, okay.
Which I've also not seen.
But yeah, it's really funny because you've got like Timothy Oliphant as his little sidekick who's like playing by the rules.
Yeah.
And then it's a bit like, it reminds me a little bit of Heat. It's like they're trying to do Heat because it's like the sort of like the kind of like the fundamental respect between Delroy Lindo and Nicolas Cage, and this sort of like, he's like, yeah, we've both been sucked into this.
That whole thing of like, I guess, well, it's jumping massively ahead, but like the whole thing at the end of like, you did me a favor, so I'll do you a favor, and you just get out of here.
Yeah,
Like
because there's a bit at the end where it basically like Nicolas Cage, Raymond Calitri is gonna fucking kill his brother. He's fucking crushing him in a car crusher.
Yeah.
And then anyway, like Nicolas Cage, like goes and like they have this big fight, and he smashes up a bunch of his wood and stuff, and he's like, oh no, not me wood. And then in the course of this, he like saves Delroy Lindo's life.
Yeah.
And then there's this bit where eventually he like kills him by like kicking him off like a high gadget, because they're in like a fucking like a chemical plant, or that's like his headquarters.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Like,
It's very 90s movie. Like there are pipes with steam coming out of them. It's unclear. And he does this. this is the Nicolas Cage line that I always quote from any movie, which is where he goes, "You made a big mistake trying to kill my brother, and you made an even bigger mistake trying to kill me." And then he just like kicks him over a balcony, and he falls to his death, landing in the coffin that he has built.
Yeah, the one coffin that's like there as
Yeah, Chekhov's coffin.
Chekhov's coffin. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, yeah, awesome, great.
Yeah.
And then Delroy Lindo's like, "A brother's love is a brother's love." What a line. What a line that a police detective would absolutely say.
Yeah,
as
of
well.
course he would say that. Like he is. Oh God, I feel bad for him in this movie because like he's not given much to work with as well.
Yeah. He's not given a huge amount to work with.
But then again, like Nicolas Cage though is the master of like not being given much to work with, but like taking that and turning it into something else and turning it into something insane.
The master of chewing the scenery.
Yeah.
The bit also the scene. There are a number of scenes that really stick in my head. The one where him and Robert Duvall are listening to old audio tapes of Formula One and saying what the car is and what the engine is.
Yeah.
Such a type of guy.
That feels like something that you could do.
No, I'm not that much of a car nerd. There are people who can, but that's not me. That's like the car equivalent of having like perfect pitch. They're like the true car autists, you know.
There was a Glue Factory episode. You were talking about cars, and like nobody else understood what you were talking about, and it was just so funny because it was just. But you were like, I'm not the level where you were like, I'm a level of car guy, but I'm not a level where I could.
Yeah, well, I think that's the funny thing where it's like I know enough about cars to like alienate most people, but nowhere near enough to be accepted by car guys. Like not even I would be regarded as such a filthy casual by anyone who really knows a lot about cars. And I can't go to that level. I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared to do the mental death that it would require.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there are some you can kind of like listen to some engines and you can be like some of them sound a lot bigger than and like something like some engines sound very distinctive, like a Porsche engine, like a flat six sounds very different from like a V8 or something. But like the way people are like, oh yeah, the Ferrari 355, like no, yeah, I can't. No, that's mad.
Even you naming the cars, I'm like, okay, I know what Porsche is, I know what Ferrari is. I do not know what the numbers mean.
Yeah, I can name cars that I'm interested in. I can't name every car.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what weirdly is I have an incredibly encyclopedic knowledge of like mundane shit cars. I was like, the Skoda Fabia, of course.
I used to have this weird thing where I could name, like, people could tell me a movie. I'm not so good at it anymore, but like I used to have like an encyclopedic knowledge for some reason of like of like you could tell me a movie and I could tell you the year it came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
Well, that's similar.
yeah,
Mm.
it was a really weird, and it had like no use for anything. It was just
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
never got any like no
I mean,
help.
great on a pub quiz.
Not even great on public because like that would not really come up.
Oh, sometimes it could be like, oh, what was the biggest grossing movie of that year or something? I mean, more often in reverse, but like,
Yeah.
I'm often surprised when people don't know stuff like that. Like, there was something on a quiz I was doing the other week where it was like, what year did Titanic come out? Or
So easy.
Or what was the biggest movie of 1997?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And then they were
It's
"How
like
do
the
you know
second biggest movie of all time. How do you not know that?
that?" Yeah, it was just obvious to me. I was like,
Yeah.
97, famously.
Yeah.
Titanic, Cold Feet, you know, it was
Cold
a big
Feet.
year. It was a huge year.
Throwing in Cold Feet is
Yeah,
that's next level.
That's deep. That's deep. I've got my James Nesbitt lore on lock. Yeah, that's another one that sticks in my mind. The other one, here's another name that's stuck in my fucking mind. Donny Astricky.
Who
He's the
is he in the film?
Yeah. He's the guy who's like the driving instructor.
Oh, Charlie McBride.
Yeah.
Another like great kind of I wouldn't say character actor because he's kind of the same person in everything, but
Yeah. Really, really fun performance from him.
yeah.
There's that scene where one of them goes
I
and
don't remember any of these names, and
because-
I watched it last night again.
how do I remember them? There's this amazing like there's this divide between like you've got like the young crew
Yeah.
of like Kip Raines and then like Memphis Raines like old hands, and the young crew keep like making like stupid mistakes, but
Yeah.
then also they understand technology.
Yeah,
And there's that bit where like the guy is like showing him how to put on fake fingerprints.
yeah.
And then the guy's like, why don't you just use gloves? And then there's like an awkward silence. And then it's like, no, but actually, why don't you just use gloves?
Yeah.
Surely that would be better. And you'd leave less other DNA evidence rather than fake fingerprints.
The young black guy that you're talking about, I can't remember his name in it.
I wonder if he's been in anything else.
I can't even
presumably
see him on
he
the
has,
on the
but-
cast list. He's not one of the main cast members on here. But like basically there's a scene where he's like doing all the technology stuff and everything. He's like, I'm the guy, I know all this stuff. But he calls it pin number. And I'm like, pin number. Because pin
Oh, right. Yeah.
it's one of those things. It's like, you're the
Yeah.
technology guy, you should know.
Yeah. True. Very, very like this thing.
Yeah.
Although I mean, yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's there's like that really there's that really weird scene where like one of the young crew goes off and just steals a random car,
Yeah.
and then they're like, why have you done that?
Yeah.
That's pointless. And he's like, oh well, the keys are in it, and he's like, okay, so there's a car in a shit part of town with the keys in it. Like, did you ever think about it? And then it's like full of cocaine.
Yeah.
And so then they're like, fuck. And then this is when Delroy Lindo turns up for
Yeah,
a
of
look
course.
in the turns up for a look in the garage. And it's an old Cadillac Eldorado. So Robert Duvall makes up something about how he's restoring it. And then there's like cocaine is like dropped on the floor. So they're trying to use the exhaust to like blow it away so they don't notice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very contrived scene.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of this movie is very contrived.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those things. It's something I haven't brought up yet is like, do you know the rating for this on Rotten Tomatoes?
No idea.
What would you estimate it is?
50?
50. Okay, not even close.
Not even close.
26%.
26%.
This was not liked.
Wow.
This was not.
Okay.
I was surprised. So when you also picked it, I looked it up because I was like, oh, it's probably going to be around like 40 or something like that.
Yeah.
26% is way lower than I was
So
expecting.
how does the Rotten Tomatoes rating actually work? Because I did.
Okay.
Is it like because there's like you've got like critical stuff and then you've got like just people, right?
Yeah, so it's just 26% for the critics.
Okay. Yeah.
The public, 77%.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say because Rotten Tomatoes has got to be mostly dudes, and dudes
Oh,
love
yeah.
this movie. Women aren't wasting their time on Rotten Tomatoes.
What you will find is like most of the dude movies are like this, where it's like 26, 77, something like that.
Mm.
Whereas like
Well, that's why the odd critically acclaimed dude movie becomes the best movie of all time, like
Yeah.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Why is that always the number one movie? It,
that's
honestly,
the number one movie on IMDb.
Oh, is it right? Yeah.
Which is really weird and like like it's a good movie, but like it's just become that because it's become one of those movies where it's like,
yeah. I've watched it once.
you've watched it once.
and it was fine. Like
It's a-
I was
it's
like,
a
I've
good
no
movie.
need
It's
to
like-
really watch it again.
It's not the best movie of all time.
No. The only guilty man in Shawshank. It's like, yeah. Well, you know who loves it? Vernon Kay.
Of course he does.
Vernon Kay will
Is that a
not
real thing?
brook when someone does not. Oh man, there was a time when I'm talking about this in my new show, but there was a time when so Jeremy Vine comes on the end of Vernon Kay's radio show.
Another
about-
like one of your fan favorites.
Yeah. To talk about what's going to be on the Jeremy Vine show, and like Vernon Kay is like desperate to be Jeremy Vine's friend, and I swear like Jeremy Vine barely knows who the fuck Vernon Kay is. It's absolutely incredible. And then one morning, Vernon Kay's talking about the Shawshank Redemption. Jeremy Vine comes on and he's like, you know, Vernon, people are always talking about the Shawshank Redemption. I've actually never seen it. And he's like, Jeremy, what do you mean you've never seen the Shawshank? It's one of the greatest movies of all time. You got to come round, Jeremy. Me and you will get a couple of beers. We'll watch the Shawshank Redemption. And then there's this pause and he just goes, who else is coming? And it's like absolutely brutal.
Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah, Vernon Kay just wants him to have watched the Shawshank Redemption.
Of course he does. What? This actually makes me think. Like, I've got to bring this up because I saw this name on here just like as we were talking. But it reminds me of one of the guys in this is called his real name is Michael Owen, and of course there's the whole. Do you know the law of Michael Owen in film?
Yeah, that he hates films. He's only seen like 10 films, and 5 of them are the Rocky movies.
Which is one of the funniest things of all time to me.
He has a perfect brain.
Yeah.
I think he might be the happiest person who has ever lived.
I think he's the most miserable person that's ever lived.
Do you think? I think he's just. I think he's so content because like you would be miserable if you lived his life, but like he nothing but that. Like I swear, like I picture Michael Owen like goes to sleep like sitting up with his eyes open.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like he's so robotic. That ad he did for Dubai.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't give a fuck. He's like
He's just-
perfectly.
he's the weirdest person I've ever seen in my life. Like I can't. The fact that he's seen 10 films. Like I've got to find them.
That video where like they put like a 13-year-old boy in goal and he was supposed to like shoot penalties at him, and Michael Owen just scores every penalty.
Yeah.
He's just like pinging him straight in the top corner.
Is the Boris Johnson taking out the kid rugby player?
Oh yeah. That's the most I've ever respected Boris Johnson. Yeah, take out that Japanese kid.
Okay, so like the film. So this is the tweet from Michael Owen,
Mhm.
and it says, "Films I've been forced to watch." It's not even films I've watched.
Yeah.
Rocky, Heat.
Mhm. Heat, right? Yeah. Heat's a long movie if you don't like movies.
All of these movies are long.
Mm.
All of these movies are long. So Rocky, Heat, Ghost.
Okay, there was a lady involved in that one, I imagine.
Jurassic Park.
Right.
Cool Runnings.
He's really covering the bases here.
It's all 80s and 90s.
He's a cultured man.
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit's
Wow.
such an outlier.
Yeah, I watched that on a plane once, I think.
I've never seen Seabiscuit. I've no interest in watching Seabiscuit. But like, okay.
It's quite boring.
Karate Kid, of course,
Right.
and then
yeah.
Forrest Gump.
Okay. Yeah, fascinating. He's quite Gump-like.
He's very
Michael
Gump-like.
Owen.
Yeah, he's very
Yeah.
Gump-like.
Maybe it's sort of fitting that was the last one. That he watched Forrest Gump and he was like, yeah, that's just a documentary about me.
Yeah. Now I'm off to Dubai.
Yeah, exactly. I think they should do like an Osborne-style documentary about Michael Owen.
Oh, it'd be so good. I would watch a documentary on just following him around his life.
Yeah, what's a day in the life of Michael Owen like? I genuinely can't imagine it.
I imagine it's so boring.
Yeah.
He gets up, he eats his Weetabix.
I think people would be mad for it. Day in
Yeah,
the life
yeah,
of
yeah.
Michael Owen. Maybe we should make that.
I feel like, oh my God, I think you absolutely need to get him on Glue Factory. He'd like be the perfect guest.
Yeah.
Or like Britanology.
God, yeah. Just get him talking about, whatever it is that interests him.
What does interest him? That's what blows my mind. It's like, what is he
I
like?
don't know. Maybe I know from this list that he's not seen the movie Gone in 60 Seconds. So
No, he
maybe
hasn't.
this would be the one that turns him. Wait, so who does Michael Owen play in the film? As in the other Michael Owen?
I mean, he just kid in rice burner,
Kid in Rice.
but he's
Burner.
listed like right under Vinnie Jones. So
Yeah.
like that's what made
Oh,
me
okay.
laugh.
Right, yeah, amazing. Who plays there's the guy who's like, he's Nicolas Cage's former right-hand man and now he's working for Raymond Calitri.
Do you happen to remember his
The
name?
guy with like the long hair.
Is it Scott Kahn?
I don't know. He's the guy with like the long hair who he goes to like
Is it
find him at the
this guy?
start. No. That's like he's one of the, like the young crew.
Yeah.
No, it's
Oh,
the
you
guy,
mean an
the
older guy?
older
I
guy who
don't
goes to
remember.
find him at the go-kart place at the start.
Oh, it could be William Lee Scott.
Hmm.
No, he looks too young. I have no idea.
Hang on, I can get it. I can find him.
Will Patton. Is it this guy? Yeah,
that's
Will
him,
Patton.
Will Patton, right.
So his name in it is Atlee Jackson.
Atlee Jackson. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah, the names in this
names are
movie
so
are
good.
wild. I'd kind of forgotten about
There's
that.
only one name that carries over, I believe, like from the original.
Mhm.
Where did I read it? It was in the trivia somewhere. It was like there's one name that carries over, and it might have been Angelina Jolie's.
You've got to presume it's Memphis Reigns.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Hang on.
Oh wow, that's actually mad. The final chase scene was largely improvised.
Improvised?
It makes no sense.
Improvised? How do you improvise something? Even just from a safety point of view, like how the fuck would you improvise that? Oh, yeah. Okay, right. Fucking vindicated. Nicolas Cage's name is Randall Memphis
Yeah,
Reigns.
there you go, yeah.
Although it is a shame that I forgot. Okay, Angelina Jolie is called Sarah Wayland.
Sway.
Yeah, known as Sway. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the Sphinx, Atlee Jackson. Yeah, Scott Carter's called Tumblr. Okay, so this is the guy who plays the very thinly drawn young black guy, TJ Cross.
Okay.
And his character is called Mirror Man.
Oh, he doesn't even get a name.
How did they get away with this? No, as in like that's his name. That's like his like car thief stage name. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, who's it? Wait, Delroy Lindo plays Roland?
Yeah, that's such a like police.
Detective Roland.
Detective
yeah,
Roland is such a 90s police name.
Yeah. Donnie Astricky. Oh yeah, there's a guy who's called Freb. Remember that?
No.
There's a guy called Toby who's like really young,
Toby.
who like comes in his pants at one point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then gets shot. Michael Pena, who is like the Mexican guy in every movie, plays a guy called Ignacio.
Yeah. I love
Because that's when the dog eats the car keys and they
Yeah.
have to go through all the dog
it's,
shit.
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah,
He's like getting some disgusting.
yeah.
yeah.
I think we're now in the territory of people who don't have names. Exotic car salesman. Oh yeah, actually that is a great Nicolas Cage moment in the movie, and I think it's one of the bits that I find most relatable.
Yeah.
Is when he goes into a Ferrari dealership.
Yeah.
And he's talking to this incredibly smug salesman.
Yeah.
And then but he's like pretending to be like a Wall Street guy or whatever, and he's like, I'm looking for something. And he's like, well, what about this? And he's like, I saw 4 of those parked outside Starbucks this morning. I don't want to look like some kind of self-indulgent asshole. I want to look like a connoisseur.
Yeah, he's like,
Do you have anything
he's like the
that?
weenies would take these cars.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, what kind of vintage Ferraris do you have?
Yeah.
I don't think a Ferrari dealership would have vintage Ferraris.
No,
but
he's also like, I got them in the garage or something.
yeah. They've got this lockup, and then they steal like 15 Ferraris from this one garage.
It's kind of
Incredible
crazy.
scene.
Like looking at I want to. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's still 5 Ferraris altogether.
Mm.
5. The most of like one car they steal is.
And they do steal nice Ferraris. I have a feeling they steal a Testarossa with the pop-up headlights. It's a good.
They do
Yeah, it's a good one.
an '87 Testarossa.
Yeah, very nice. Do they steal a 355 as well?
They do.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Jesus
another
Christ.
good one. It's another
Jesus
good
Christ.
one. But again, I can name the good Ferraris, and I can name the really bad Ferraris.
I remember
The Ferrari California, awful.
That's not in this.
No, it came out after, I think.
Okay, I do remember, like as a kid, being like a Ferrari Testarossa. That's the car you want to get.
Yeah. They're cool. Do they? That's a big engine in that. Do they steal the 250 GTO? Those are nice.
Is that a Ferrari?
Yeah.
They steal a 275 GTB.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think it's a bit more modern. I don't know. But this is what I mean. My knowledge is not encyclopedic. Yeah. Should we do the car list?
I mean, if you want it,
I think that's a
50
great
cars.
It's a great way to round out. Well, we can rush through.
Sure. Okay then. 2 Aston Martins, DB7 and DB1.
I don't remember the Astons at all.
There's a 1962 Aston Martin and a 99 Aston Martin. So there's an old and a new.
Okay,
They still.
yeah, right, fine.
There's still 3 Bentleys, Arnage, Azure, and Continental.
I think I remember the Arnage because I think that's Donny Astrick. He steals that one when he does the he pretends to be a valet parker.
Okay.
Yeah, which is stunning from him because then you just get the
Mad.
keys. And then yeah, great. Away you go. Yeah.
I still kind of like Eldorado Broham. Broham? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. American cars.
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's yeah, Broham is a very American name.
Yeah. Getting my bro hand out.
Another Eldorado STS and an Escalade. Wow, an
yeah.
Escalade. That's a car I actually know.
yeah, there you go. Well, because it's so like in the culture, despite being
Yeah,
like,
an Escalade is like hip hop culture. That's why I know that. And it was like everyone had an Escalade with the spinning rims.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
that's so of the time.
Well, and I think also that was such a like feature of like that kind of like gangster rap aesthetic.
Yeah,
like
that's what I
when
mean,
we
yeah.
were teenagers.
Yeah.
That then it's become like it's sort of like that weird of like the types of like what you might like in scare quotes call like black culture that permeates like teenage white boys,
Yeah.
and the Cadillac Escalade is one of them.
There's a Cadillac Escalade and then a Hummer. Those were the two I remember.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think the Hummer took over from the Escalade.
Yeah, probably. Although they don't make the Hummer anymore, so
They
you know,
not?
the
Again,
Escalade
like-
wins in the end.
Yeah. So what else have they got? The Chevrolet Bel Air convertible. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's like a 50 as well.
Yeah, that actually looks decent. Camaro, and two Corvettes.
Oh yeah, muscle cars, classic.
A Ford pickup,
Random.
it's like a modified one.
Okay.
Something I've never heard of before. The Tommaso Pantera. Don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, I think that's like a 70s muscle car. Yeah.
Plymouth Superbird,
I think that's another muscle car.
Dodge Viper.
Right. Yeah. The
Again,
the
that
car
one
that
I
kills
know.
people.
Yeah.
They're like impossible to drive.
Are they?
They're so overpowered.
Jesus Christ, yeah, that looks. Yeah, that's one I recognize at least.
Yeah, people crash them all the time. Yeah.
Ferrari F355, two of
Yeah,
those,
nice.
275,
One of my favorites. The
550, and a Testarossa.
A
Ford
beautiful
Thunderbird,
selection. Thunderbird's another ancient,
Yeah.
like 50s.
GMC Yukon, which is a random one. That's a Chevrolet.
Yeah, it's quite a run of the mill. Yeah.
A Hummer H1.
Yeah. I think the Yukon is when the guy gets shot.
I don't even
By, like, the
again,
rent-a-cops.
I've got no context for like when they steal each car. Even though I've just watched it, I have no memory of.
Do you know
like,
they steal it out of a garage at like a suburban house party, and then the guy is like he's like distracted, like looking at the girls in bikinis like through the garage door, and then one of them notices him stealing the car, and then like the private security on like the gated community like shoot him.
Yeah.
Embarrassing to be shot by the private security.
Yeah. The worst of all security.
Yeah, exactly. By being shot dead
Except
by the
for mall
Sainsbury's
cops.
security guard. Yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Sainsbury's security guards are in the ones by us are so funny.
Oh yeah, I've been absolutely aerated by
Yeah,
the
me
guy
too.
at Tesco. Yeah. No, we saw a video on the stream once years ago where like there was like someone fronting up a Sainsbury's security guard, and he was like, there was like a little old South Asian man, and then we were like, wait, pause, zoom in, what's that tie he's got on? And then we're like, that's a Gurkha regimental tie. we're like, this guy is about to be dead. Once the nectar card is drawn, it has to taste blood.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. And we're like, how has this geezer not noticed this? Fuck.
That's the kind of person that would do that though.
Yeah, this guy looks suspiciously Nepalese and is working in security.
That's half the cars so far.
Wow, okay. Well, got through pretty quickly.
Yeah. An Infiniti Q45.
Yeah, boring.
Don't know what that is.
It's a posh Nissan. Next.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Two Jaguars.
What are the Jags?
XJ220.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. It's very rare.
XK8 Coupe.
XK8 Coupe. Yeah, that's also very nice. V8.
Again,
it.
don't even know if I'm pronouncing anything correctly.
Back in the days when Jags used to be good, they're so boring now.
They were really, that was a time when, again, like 90s Jags were like, they were really big around that time again, I feel like.
Yeah. My dad loved Jags, so I sort of grew up with, he always had a Jag mostly, and then I remember he had a fucking, well, this was before I was born, but in the 80s he had an XJS V12.
Okay.
Which is insane.
Really?
It was a coupe that had a fucking 6-liter V12 in it. It was absolutely ridiculous. It was kind of like a touring coupe. And of course, it's like it's slower than a modern 4-cylinder. But yeah, God, what a beast.
I think like I'm trying to think of like why they came back in the 90s. Now I feel like, and this might be completely off base, but I feel like they came back because of Austin Powers.
Yeah, I feel like that's part of it. Because well, it's Austin Powers and the Bond movies had.
Yeah.
Because at the time,
Yeah, there
Aston
was, like,
Martin and
World-
Jaguar were
not World
owned
Enough, but-
were both owned by Ford.
Yes.
And then now Aston Martin is its own thing, and Jaguar and Land Rover are owned by the same company. But yes, there was that Die Another Day has like the villains all have Jags, and James Bond has an Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's like the car
overlap.
equivalent of like how the villain, how the hero can only have an Apple phone, but you can't have the villain can't have an Apple phone ever.
Yeah,
so like
yeah.
if you ever see
The villains all have to be texting in like Comic Sans.
it's a really stupid thing of like in films of like if someone has an Apple phone, you like know they're a good person. It's like that's one thing you'll notice now in like every film of like if it's a thing of in I think it's in what is that film, the not Glass Onion, what's the one before it?
Oh, Knives Out.
Knives Out, yeah. Because Chris Evans has like he's the only one with like with like a Samsung or something.
Oh, okay. It's so funny with that kind of like clearance stuff, like legally, because I'm just like, if you're Apple, like basically everyone has an iPhone.
Yeah.
So then surely, like it's crazy to me that legally you're able to argue that like, oh well, this guy in the movie can't have an iPhone because he's a bad guy, and it's like, yeah, but everyone has an iPhone, including the bad guys.
Yeah.
Like half the people who work for you are bad guys and have got iPhones. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's sort of mad. Yeah. It's like owning an apple farm and being like, well, hang on, the bad guy can't eat an apple.
Yeah. No, he has to be an orange.
Yeah, exactly. Piss off. What does Samsung think about all this?
I don't think Samsung give a fuck. I think they're just like, yeah, product placement. Who cares?
Yeah. Well, yeah, they have the correct view, which
Exactly.
is like, yeah. When your product is the default product, it's just like, yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, I wonder if that was the thing of like with the cars then. Like good cars, bad cars.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I remember there was an ad for Jaguar about like 15 years ago or maybe like 12 years ago where it was like they had like Tom Hiddleston and Mark Strong and some other people in it.
Yeah.
And it was talking about like the bad guys in action movies are always British. Oh, and very relevant to this movie.
Very true.
And it was like various like action movie style shots of like, and it was like, and we all drive Jaguars.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there you go, they've capitalized.
Yeah,
It was good. It was good marketing.
Okay, so let's rush through this list because
Yeah.
well, we've got to get to the end before we've got like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, sure.
So okay, so we've got Lamborghini Diablo,
Yeah, fine.
Lexus LS 400.
Is it the Christopher Moltisanti car? That's why I said, oh, the Sopranos.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah. It's a real like.
That's
Lexus
like my-
tried to make like an S class. Yeah.
That's like my one. What's the term? White wolf of like big shows I haven't seen.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's good. I mean,
Yeah.
you will have been told that before.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I've seen like every other of the big like classics you need to see, but like Sopranos, seen first season. That's it.
Yeah. I've watched 2/3 of it with so many girlfriends. Like, I mean, but never quite made it. I made it all the way through on my own.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah. I've seen it all the way through once, and I've seen it 2/3 of the way through so many times.
Maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, maybe. Just need to have a relationship that lasts long enough to get through all of the Sopranos.
It's not even that long a show.
No, I know, but it's like, you know, when you're like,
Yeah.
you're not watching it every night.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
What else we got? We got Lincoln Navigator again,
Yeah,
like
it's a big
throwback to
car.
time. Okay, you got these Benzes. You got 300 SL,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice.
CL 500,
Yeah. it's a big boy.
S600, and an SL 600.
Yeah. This is back in the era of like huge engined
Yeah.
Mercedes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mercury Custom, which I guess is like one of the classic cars they steal.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah.
It's like a 1950 car.
Right.
Plymouth Hemi Cuda, Plymouth Roadrunner.
Yeah. The Hemi Cuda is the car that they're like, they almost fucking, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Or no, actually, no, they're discussing it in
Yeah.
in there, and they're in a different car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember them talking about the Plymouth. Pontiac GTO, which is a car I actually know.
Yeah.
Porsche 966 and Boxster and Speedster and 959 and then 911 twin turbo.
966, not a 996.
Sorry, 996. Yeah,
Yeah. That was like the 911 at the time. Yeah.
that was the 911 at the time.
Yeah. Well, before the following year, we got a different 911. I'll say that.
I mean, they did also still the 911 twin turbo, which is ironically named.
Yeah. Well, they were prefiguring something there. Porsche were in on it. That's my conspiracy theory. But Porsche have the most fucked numbering system in the world because like you have the Porsche 911, which they call the 911, which is like the original one, which they made from like
Fucking hell.
the 60s until 1979, and then there's like the 911. Is it a 968 or something? There's like a, and then you've got like. And then there's the 993, and then the 996, and then
What
the
are these
997. These are all still 911s, by the way.
Yeah, what are these names?
Yeah, and then it goes 991 and then 992. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's for a German company, it's baffling.
Yeah, of all the countries, like that's the least, like
Yeah,
the one that you would expect it from the least.
yeah. You know what the flagship car was before the 911? 356. Make it make sense. Every Porsche starts with a 9 for no appreciable reason, and they're not even in sequential order. Yeah, look, it's all you can do.
Rolls Royce stretch limo, Shelby AC Cobra, Shelby Mustang GT500,
Of course, the big one.
Toyota Land Cruiser, Toyota Supra Turbo, and then the last car, Volvo V70R.
Yeah, now the Volvo V70R, pretty nice. Pretty
Yeah?
nice. Bit of a yeah. It's like really like it's an estate, but it's just got like a huge engine.
Each I've just noticed this. Each of these cars has like a girl's name as the code.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
well.
Yeah. That's what they did. Yeah, Eleanor,
I mean, yeah, Eleanor is his white whale.
of course.
So yeah, that's all the cars. Like again, like you love this because do you love this because it's a car movie, or do you love this because it's a fun action movie?
A bit of both. I think I appreciate the car aspect of it more now.
Yeah.
Now that I know more about cars, but yeah,
Is this the movie that got you into cars? Do you think?
I don't think so. I think I'm into cars because my dad was into cars, but my dad was into cars in exactly the same way as me. Like he knew enough about them to maintain an interest, but not remotely enough to be accepted as a car guy. Yeah, so I'm carrying on that family tradition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And would you ever buy one of these cars?
Oh yeah, definitely. Any of those Ferraris, the Porsche 911, 996. Yeah, 100%. Love all of those. A lot of the cars in this are a bit yank for me, but
Yeah, there is. I was going to say that they don't feel like they would stand out so much in this country as well.
yeah, not a muscle car guy. They're not quick enough.
No.
I don't. I like actual power, not just like a huge engine that makes a noise.
I wish you said I wanted a Hummer.
Yeah.
I wanted a Hummer with the raised wheels and the what is it? No, it's raised.
God, imagine parking that in Hackney. Fucking hell. Yeah.
Just immediately broken into.
I once saw a Hummer limousine try and turn left out of one of those alleyways onto Brick Lane, and he had to do it in like. It took him like 10 minutes. Like people eventually clapped him when he managed it because it was like so like it took him so long, like 72-point turn just to turn left out of a turning.
For those who don't know as well, Brick Lane is not Brick Lane is tight. It's like,
Yeah. It's very narrow. Yeah, he was turning from one very narrow street onto another very narrow street, and they had like bollards on the corner. Yeah. It was nightmare scenes for him. I'd have been having a panic attack if that was me.
I once actually like speaking of Brick Lane, I once had to like in Whitechapel, I had to maneuver a zip car, but like a zip van actually it was, and this was my first time driving a manual in like 5-6 years. I hadn't driven one in ages, but but it was a manual van. I had to maneuver it out of like this tight space, and then there was like on the other side was a load of roadworks going on, and so like you couldn't even get out normally. So
nightmare.
And that was you couldn't, and because there was no like middle mirror winds like.
Oh right, yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah. You can't see out the back.
It took me. I think I spent the best
Did it
part
not
of
have
like
parking sensors?
not really.
Okay, because the zip vans usually do, which are a lifesaver.
Yeah, it took me like the best part of about like 30 minutes to get out of the space. So like,
Fucking hell.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not what you want. It's not ideal for a first time out.
Yeah, but that was like right by Brick Lane.
Crikey.
Okay, so like you love this movie. Like would you put it up there as like one of your? You probably don't put it up there as one of your favorites, do you?
No, it's more of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
It's nostalgia value.
Yeah.
But it's fun. It's a fun movie. I think
Yeah.
it's better than 24%.
It's definitely better than 24%. So you actually think this is better than the Fast and the Furious entire franchise?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
Yeah.
fascinating.
Yeah.
Like I think it's fine, but like I wouldn't even put it close to like
That's
at
it.
least.
I
the
mean,
original.
let me be clear. I don't think the Fast and Furious franchise is stiff competition.
That is true. There's a chunk of them that I think are awful, but there's like a handful of them that I do really enjoy. But
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a certain comedy value to Tokyo Drift, but
oh, for sure, Tokyo Drift is the worst of them, but the best to watch.
Oh no, it's not the worst. I think every movie after Tokyo Drift is worse than Tokyo Drift.
Wow.
Yeah. Furious 7 is like unwatchably bad. That is horrifyingly bad.
Because of the fake Paul Walker.
No, I think that might be Furious 8.
That's 7.
Is it 7?
Seven
Yeah,
is when they had to like half CGI him in.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. I also hate that they just started calling them Furious, whatever. That was really.
Oh, there's no.
annoying.
That's a thing. Speaking of like the Porsche numbering system,
Yeah.
the Fast and the Furious numbering system is insane. There is no logic to any of them.
And they will make Fast and Furious 9/11 sooner or later.
One of the things.
Hobbs and Shaw, what was that about?
Hobbs
I
and Shaw.
never even watched.
I didn't.
That.
That's the one I haven't seen. I refuse to watch it,
Yeah.
even though I love Idris Elba.
God, he's lowering himself to that.
Okay, so let's talk about the final thing, which we'll talk about very briefly because you have to go.
Yeah.
But a movie that's the reverse of this, which is a bad is a well loved movie and well reviewed by critics that you actually think is bad.
Richard Linklater's Boyhood.
Oh, again, a popular choice on here.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, but
it's
but
so bad.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
One of my mates chose it as like we were all like hungover after a house party, and it was 2014. He was like, "Oh, I heard this movie was good," and he put it on the projector.
Fucking
And
hell.
we have been bullying him about this since
Fuck
2014.
me, what
about
a
the time,
choice.
and every time he's like, "I said I'm sorry."
Let me put this 3.5 hour, 14-year like.
It was so bad. Like the amount of the point where they were just like reusing previous plot plots. They're like, "Oh, she's gonna marry another alcoholic," and it's like,
Yeah.
this is so lazy. Like, yeah, no, I hated that movie so much. I think movies should not be boring, and I think a lot of movies
I'll
like,
take.
well, yeah, but I mean, like, so many movies like almost like wear being boring as like a badge of honor. Like that means it's like interesting, or like, and it's like, no, it means it's not interesting. It means I'm bored. Like, retain my attention, cunt. Yeah. Boyhood, awful film, start to finish. Terrible dialogue, terrible acting.
Yeah, I think. Well, the funny thing is, they cast that boy in it, and then he turned out to be a bad actor, and then like you can't do anything with it because he's stuck in it now for 14 years.
Yeah. Awful ending.
Oh yeah, awful ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, all of it. Bin. Absolute bin.
Yeah,
Have a lot of people chosen that for this?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
wow.
as in like this thing of like a well-reviewed movie that is actually bad. Like people do not like it. It's I would say it's actually like probably the second most chosen after La La Land.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, there you go.
People do not like that movie. Like,
I'm more normie than I seem.
but it's funny because like yeah, it's. The more people talk about it, the more I've grown to hate it.
It's hard to defend.
It's I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Like again, I saw it the first time I saw it. I was like, yeah, this is impressive. But then I've like thought back on it. I'm like, the movie is bad. It's just an impressive feat.
Yeah,
It's just the fact that
yeah.
you took-
Yeah. Just the fact that it's technically impressive
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's worthwhile.
The story is awful.
Yeah. Anyway, I am gonna have to go.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, just to wrap up, like, what is how can we find you on like how can everyone find you online and like
I'm at Milo_Edwards on most things, apart from TikTok, where I'm Milo Edwards 3 with no underscore because who knows. Yeah, check me out online. I'm on tour. That's on my website. If you go to miloedwards.co.uk/live shows, you can see all of my dates. I've got a taping in London on the 27th of September.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options. So yeah,
Nice.
come check me out. Yeah.
and check out all his podcasts.
All of my many podcasts. Yeah, I've got 3 podcasts, and Yanis produces sort of 1.5 of them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Recorded
them
right
out.
here.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, thanks for coming
All
on,
right,
Milo.
my pleasure. Cheers, guys.
That's the end of the episode. Please help feed the algorithm by rating and reviewing wherever you listened. We're also on Patreon now, so if you want ad-free video episodes amongst other things, get yourselves on there and see if you want to subscribe. And I'll see you next week for more movies that critics got wrong.